Hi, all. It's Zaida Velgara from Becoming I Am here with a random message, like I like to do. And because it's been a hot minute since we've used just charms, I have them ready. Let me take out my runes book. Hold on, just in case one of the runes come out. Um, and for those that've never seen me do a charms, anything that's closest to me is sooner in time. Anything that's farther away from you is farther away in time. Everything to the left, sooner in time. Everything to the right, farther away in time. If things fall on top of each other, they might all be parts of the same message. All right, let's see. And then I have tarot also that I read on this, but for right now, I'm just going to move these guys around. The table's going to move around because I'm moving around the charms. Whoosh. Okay, this is closest, that's far away. This is important. This is interesting because we got two signs, but they're backwards. So I have to tell you, it says charming and what does this say? Intelligent. Charming and intelligent comes out. Okay. And we have the sign of Libra and we have the sign of Gemini. I think that's super important. First of all, because we are in Gemini season right now. So, this has to do with right now. And look at it's the one closest to me. I told you. And then we have Libra, which is the sign of balance. So this is karmic justice. This is something balancing out. This is something coming to, like, I want to say Zen, right? It's really also important that they're both air signs. So this has to do something with the way that you're going to speak, the things that you're going to express. And it also has to do a lot with your mind. So something's balancing out here because you used to be double-minded of it. Okay. Now, next thing. Now, for you guys also that have never been in here before, the charms that are kind of gold-ish, there has to do with spiritual realm, the things that are gray 3D realm. Okay, so definitely 3D there, but this is what's important. The next thing is a turtle upside down, like this is the turtle, and he was upside down, which just means something that was really slow it's going to start moving a lot faster. And this has to do with a gold tower, right? And a gold butterfly, and the tower was on top of the butterfly, which tells me that the thing that was blocking you, oh, you're making my hand itch. It might be money for somebody, okay? It might be money. Let me scratch him. I accept it for my greatest good and my divine purpose. Because it's my right hand and it's itching all of a sudden when I pick those two up. I feel like there was blocks in your material life, right? And this can be financial money. This can be a car, resources, something that has to do like friends, connections, blah, blah, blah. In your 3D reality, okay, were really strongly blocked, but it was something here. And that's why this is important that the tower and the butterfly came up together, because butterflies has to do with death and transformation. And tower is talking about something like a shocking, like electrical bolt that comes to like knock the shit out of something. And that's why things in your 3D reality are going to start moving a lot faster. So this is networking, this is opportunities, this is growth, this is expansion. Everything that you were probably forever trying to make happen, all of a sudden going a million miles an hour because you were stuck in some kind of molasses, and it had to do with something here. And now, what's important that I need you to know about that situation of something here? It could have been a program that you received from growing up in the household you grew up in. What does that mean? That means that sometimes our parents keep saying the same thing over and over again, and our child mind accepts it as that is truth, right? And I think that's important for you to know, because I don't feel like this is something that you intentionally put here. I think it's something that was placed there based on what you've seen and what you've heard and what you've lived through. The next thing we have is the energy of Scorpio. Okay. Uh, you're going to have to believe me. So, the message of Scorpio is important too, because Scorpio is a water sign, but Scorpio usually reminds me of the energy of Neptune, and Neptune has a strong influence this week. But and we're going to have a strong influence on Neptune for a long time, but Neptune has to do with something that is hidden. It's like black magic, right? Except the black magic, instead of thinking like, ooh, black magic, it's something that is hidden, that it's really deep inside of you, like one core belief that you thought you checked, I mean, you swiped right to, and it has still been influencing your life. And the reason why it said that is because I saw this, and it's a bunny, but I swear to God, I saw a donkey, like an ass, which made an ass out of you. So assuming makes an ass out of you and me, right? Is what I heard when I saw this, because I could have sworn it was a donkey, but it's a bunny. Okay. And I feel, because I said that, this is super important. Okay. I feel like somebody feels like they were dumb. Like they were always told they were dumb, or they were slow, or they just didn't get it, or I don't know. Like it feels like that. And that's why it's important, because I saw it like a donkey, which makes you look like an ass, right? But instead, you're a fluffy bunny with a butter, I mean, a flower in your hair. In other words, you can multiply quickly. You can have abundance quickly. You can make things grow quickly. But this whole time you were thinking you were an ass. Oh my God, this is so messing me up right now. It's like something that was programmed in your head from a long time ago that makes you feel stupid. And now you're figuring out, I'm not stupid. I'm smart. I can do this. I'm like expansive. I can do, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And it just like lightning bolt moment. And then the last thing we have is the letter L. So probably something that has to do with the letter L, something that's important there. And so signs, just important to tell you, just because I think, I mean, I don't really believe in calling out zodiac signs because people tend to stay focused on that. But this is the signs that came out. We have Libra, Gemini, and Scorpio. And then we have the letter L. Now, let's see what additional messages wants to come out of this situation specifically. Shut up and look at this. Cutting out a situation so that you can come out of your cocoon. I feel like somebody's been hiding, like afraid to talk, afraid to express themselves, afraid to be that social butterfly because they thought they were dumb, or that they weren't good enough or something. And now you're finding out, girl, boy. All right, let's see. Let me see. This is crazy. Look at that. There's a crying person. The fishbowl. And taking off. I feel like whoever I'm talking to has forever felt stuck. Like they had their own pity party because they thought nothing works out for me. I'm too dumb. This feels like self-loathing so big, like I'm not good enough, and you kept yourself stuck inside this little fish tank. And you know what's coming to mind? You know, they used to say that fish, even though I mean it's been debunked or whatever, but the fish only have like memory of like a couple of seconds, right? So it's like that's why it's not so big deal that they're in a fishbowl, because they'll be like, oh, look at a spot, oh, look at, like Dory, right? And I think that's important to mention, because I feel like you can remember that they kept telling you were dumb, or that you couldn't learn, or that you were retarded. I don't know what it is that you kept remembering, but you didn't think about all the things that you were able to accomplish and how easy it was for you to accomplish them. And you like kept selling your self short from that stuff when you were so amazing. I feel like you were stuck in some kind of trance, mental trance, thinking like you were less than when you weren't. Shut up. Look at this. This is the Five of Cups in reverse. That's important, because this is that horse that's like, oh, everything's terrible for me. But it's in reverse. You stopped focusing on the have-nots and you're focusing on the haves, right? Look at this, came out backwards too. I swear to God, it's not backwards. Okay, they're literally flipping over. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like you were so stuck in this energy of lack, like not good enough. And oh my God, and see, this came out right side up. And then here comes the Sword of Truth, Ace of Swords, coming with their lightning bolts. You see what I'm saying? The lightning bolts. That's the tower moment that help you open up your eyes. Look at open up your eyeballs to the Four of Wands, to who you really are and the foundation that you actually have. Like, dude, this reminds me of the Sun card in this deck too. It's like you're opening up to who you are. It's like, oh my God, I'm liking this. Whoever is going through this, congratulations, kudos to you. And that is the little bird coming out of its little shell, and it's a new beginning for you. And then we have the Ten of Wands, and I want to know why the Ten of Wands came up. I think it's because, okay, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes when we're in this energy, we're so freaking stupid. I cannot believe I blocked myself for this freaking long for no freaking reason. Okay, but let's find out where the Ten of Wands comes out. Nine of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, no, now comes the real burden, because after the floodgates open, all those things you kept wishing for, desiring, and saying, can I, all come to you at once. It just needed for you to break this like negative mental pattern, and then all of a sudden, brrr, everything just rushes at you, and you're like, oh, wait a second, oh my God, this is so much. That's okay. I mean, having too much is actually, I mean, something kind of good. We have the Five of Wands and the Devil card. So this is important. I need you to fight against this energy of the devil, where it's kind of telling you, but this is not going to last that long. Watch you fall, because all you do is fall. And then we have the Three of Cups with the Chariot card. This is literally saying it's time for you to move forward into this happiness. Because you fought this devil, it's time for you to go towards your happiness. I feel like you done, I don't know what you did. This is whoever this is. You done fought somebody or something that was oppressing you. And it feels like it could have embodied a physical person, but it wasn't a physical person. This is a belief system that you've been stuck in so long. And maybe people around you started like manifesting themselves into this persona that you have in your head, because you know what, let's be honest, you are the writer of your reality. So when you believe something, you will make it manifest in every person, place, thing, energy that's around you to prove that you're right, because you're always right. So once you break it, now it has to prove that you're right again, but the right that you actually want, not the right that you had, because that one really sucked. That's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking, yay, whoever you are, congratulations. I really do feel like it's going to be really positive. I hope this helps.